This is the Nature Only Love BCC Black Ink Fall.
Qualifier coming up very, very shortly. These guys are going to have 7 attempts. They have to land one amazing trick. The highest scored trick is going to get that rider into the final, and they will have a chance to get $150,000 today in Glendale, Arizona. I'm so excited. I couldn't be any more excited after these qualifiers over there. And some of the tricks that we can almost let down, these guys are going to take this LCQ. Just absolutely unbelievable. All right, well, actually, we just received news, everyone. Some calls are going to be out. And Eric Boston is now in the final. He is going to move up to the final. Anyone out there, Boston fans? Down the final, he's going to be a 4-man left in qualifier. This is trick, and this is the kind of stuff we're going to do. We have to let that happen. These guys are going to be qualifier. There's one on the 2 4. So, Skating hard to get that top up. We'll take one guy. And so we do this top up, but it's going to be great. And these guys get no pressure. They do it before we go with all out. And it's all about the
6 competitors in 3 sections. They're going to get 5 total attempts. And we just been informed that Sean Malto has gone down to an injury. He's with medical right now. We'll get you updates on that. So there actually will be 5 skaters. That also moves Eric Costin, who was just on the outside looking in from our qualifiers yesterday, into the final.
So a sad note and a happy note.
Yeah, when of course we wish Malto the best. These guys will get 5 attempts anywhere on the course, tech line, and big. It's all up to the skaters, and the judges are going to judge that one solo best trick. It's really, really simple. The one dude with the highest score is going to move on and join the other 9 guys in the final. Great, great crowd. We had 6,000 people in here yesterday. They actually opened up some of the upper levels. They've sold seating up in the top of the jobbing.com arena today. Exciting. Dylan Reeder, Mike Mocapaldi, Peter Ramandetta, Tommy Sandoval,
and Mikey Taylor.
Bringing it up. And Dylan Reeder was a guy who, in practice yesterday, just looked so solid. We saw him get that massive kick flip from the bump across the mani pad. He gapped it and then just sort of fell apart. So what's on Reeder's mind today?
I mean, Dylan just goes out there and really goes for it. I think he only skates in one way. He's out there skating for himself, and he takes like more of the raw street approach. You know, he'll look for that different angle. He'll go that extra mile and find the more challenging stuff on the course. Like I said, frontside flip over the massive elbows is the way he started it off.
Yeah, well, there's no reason to try and warm up or impress the judges, or the only math is simple. Go out there and bang out the biggest score you can and win, as Dylan on his first attempt with that frontside flip.
We seem to have all the guys up on the big section, so it seems like that's going to be the approach.
Mike Mo Capaldi. You saw Mike Mo there bail pretty quickly over that hub, but you went up there and stood there. How intimidating is that thing?
Well, for starters, if you stand too far back, it's over your shoulder. And then when you get a little closer, it's still over your waist. So it's pretty intimidating. And halfway through that, if you get your legs stuck up there, like Peter actually did yesterday on a frontside nose slide, but he was able to shake it off and do that Smith grind right there, it gets really sketchy. It's far off the ground at the end.
All right, the highest score that we've had in the LCQ was Ryan Scheckler with a 9.6 in Kansas City.
That was that massive cab flip. He looked like a helicopter coming in for a landing.
And next to that was actually Billy Marks. As we see Tommy Sandoval, we saw him practice in this big frontside flip yesterday.
First try.
First try.
Wow.
So Tommy's saying, hey, Can you let San Diego into the final? The White Lion, as I like to call him.
But now the real scary thing is Tommy Sandoval has the rest of the tries to do something gnarlier than that. And Tommy Sandoval getting gnarly is a scary thing.
All right, a 7.6. He's right up there with Billy Marks, who had the second highest score of a 7.7 in the LCQ after Sheckler's 9.6. So Mikey Taylor going to have some work to do.
I was speaking to Mikey Taylor. He had a trick on his mind, and he came in with a total new mindset that he was going to do that switch 270 to board. If he does that, that is the hardest and most difficult trick done all weekend, let alone just in the LCQ.
It just looked like the risk of what you can take slam-wise if that doesn't go well.
Sally's going in switch, spinning 270. He gets on that rail on the front side board side, so his back's to the floor. I mean, I don't know if he's coming out straight or he's coming out fakey. I just know that's going to be a huge score. He may be joining the 9th.
All right, Dylan Reeder's best score in Street League total is a 7.9. Remember, we're sitting on a 7.7 right now from Tommy Sandoval. So Dylan is going to need his best score or better in order to make it into the final.
Yep. And seeing Dylan try those frontside flips over there and how much effort he's putting into it really gives you some perspective as to how high those hovers are. Malto made that, Mike made that switch tray yesterday so flawlessly. It was incredible.
Peter Remendetta on his second attempt. Remember, he got a 3.8.
He's going for a hurricane. Yeah, he was going for a hurricane there. The rail's a little thick. It's it's kind of a rail, it's kind of a hubba. It's right in between, so it makes it kind of hard on some tricks.
All right, well, here comes Sandoval coming in with momentum now.
That's a line I haven't seen yet. Off the one kicker, trying to backside flip over that other kicker.
Mikey Taylor this morning, I said, "What's up, dude?" He's like, "I know what I have to do. I'm going to make the final."
Oh my goodness. He just got stuck in a frontside feeble grind and almost still pulled it.
He was the first guy here today. First skater in the building. Saw him walking the course, really trying to get his mindset. You know, when these guys came in, they were intimidated, but everyone's tried to figure it out.
I mean, yeah, it was definitely a 50-50 split.
Of note, Felix, Dylan Reeder in Kansas City in the LCQ did not make a trick in any of his 5 attempts. Here we are, he's three attempts in, and again, it's all or nothing with Dylan.
And that's what it is. It's the last chance qualifier, so more than likely he's not going to try something that's easy for him. He has 5 other guys he has to shake off, and all those guys are trying to do the hardest thing they can do as well. So it's really go for broke.
Now for Peter Remendetta, who's from Northern California, San Francisco, they skate lots of big stuff like this. Do these kind of features favor him?
I mean, he's one of the guys I was saying before, it was a 50-50 split. A lot of guys came in here and were really excited to see the gnarlier, bigger features because now they can do simpler tricks and get rewarded better just because of how gnarly it is. Tommy Sandoval, talking about going big right there.
The White Lion is in the building.
Got 2 tricks down already in the LCQ. Now he's going to get even gnarlier.
All right, his last score, a 7.6. So he's sitting on the 2 best scores so far here. Yeah. With only...
These guys got a lot to think about. Mikey Taylor walked in here and said he was a little scared, and now I see why, because he had chosen to do the switch 270 to board. It's definitely a gutsy move, but big risk equals big reward.
You can see it on his face. Here he is, coming in switch.
Oh, man. He's got that. He's got that right there. He pulled it off. He had his taste of it coming off the rail. He knows what he has to do. He's got this next one.
Do you think that trick, if he makes it, takes out Sandoval?
I'm calling a 9 on that.
All right.
Or a very high 8. So, yes, Al.
Here comes Dylan.
Ooh.
What's going wrong for him, from what you can see, why he's not able to make that?
I think he might want to choose to go over the rail a little lower so he could take a little bit off the pop and take a little bit more into the form. You know, because sometimes when you try and pop a little extra high, you sacrifice a little form, but then it's beautiful when it all comes together. We know Dylan has a real mean frontside flip.
Mike Capaldi going for the switch 360 flip. You said he made that yesterday, no problem.
Really cool thing to see is Tommy Sandoval sitting on his highest score ever. That's 7.9. So he's sitting pretty good in this LCQ, unless Mikey Taylor comes through with that switch 270 to board. I'm not sure if Dylan's frontside flip will beat Tommy's either.
Well, here comes Tommy with 2 tricks under his belt, coming in hot.
Oh, man. You know, this whole zero falling crew, the whole overload, all these guys in San Diego, they skate so big and so gnarly. And they just walk in here, and this is the kind of stuff they drive across the country to skate. Like, he's probably like, thanks for putting it all in one place. I'm having a great time.
You say we saw Mikey getting
I'm calling a make on this one, Sal.
Getting some encouragement from Mike Mo. 4th attempt.
Oh, man. Oof. Man, he's got one more attempt, Sal.
He's going to come all the way down to the bottom. That's the drama of Street League.
Even in the last chance qualifier, the last chance means the most.
Indeed. It'll be last chance in the last chance.
That's that frontside flip. Ooh. Got jammed up a little bit. I got to give it to him. He had a tough day yesterday. He actually focused his board. He put his foot right through the middle. He walked off the course. You could tell the intensity. And just really the pressure these guys put on themselves and how hard they challenge themselves. That, you know, he put his board back together. He tried to do the LCQ deal.
Whoa!
Oh, man. I would have loved to have seen that switch straight right there.
Would that have been enough?
That's a high-scoring move. It would have been very, very close. I think he got an 8 for that yesterday, so he would have nudged Tommy out right there.
Ramondetta.
Oh. You saw him get into the hurricane, but then the width of the ledge played a factor right there, pulled him back to board slide, and that's where he lost it. If that would have been a little bit more of a narrower ledge, it would have stayed in hurricane, he would have definitely made that.
Well, an interesting scenario as we see Tommy Sandoval, who at this point in the lead might want to put some insurance on his score with Mikey Taylor left to go.
Okay, so it's all on Mikey right now. No pressure.
No pressure.
Just in an arena worth of people.
Mikey Taylor makes it into the final. He has an opportunity to make it to the finals in Newark, depending on how he places in the final. But right now, he's got to get in there. Felix, you say if he makes this switch 270 board, he's in there. It's going to take out Sandoval.
Most definitely. I think maybe a mid-9. But these judges are kind of harsh. I don't know, Sal. I'm kind of a nicer guy. Oh, man. I would have loved to have seen that just for skateboarding.
Well, gotta love Mikey's attitude.
Definitely went really, really big right there.
But Tommy Sandoval is advancing into the final. He showed up a little late yesterday, but it didn't show, if you will. Well, guys, make sure you join us 5 o'clock Pacific time. ESPN2, I'm sorry, 5 o'clock Eastern time on ESPN2. We will be here under the lights for the finals at Stop 3 here in the Jobbing.com arena. We will see you then.